Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. We are just getting started in this long war and we have a vehicle recovery mission, which we're going to do with our other team, Salvage and Recovery. We are going up against some toxic locusts, invisible raiders, fairly low pressure compared to our last vehicle recovery mission where we fought the Pure with our fire support Scarab. If you haven't seen that mission, check it out, it was the last episode. This one we will approach with a different tactic.
Comms online.
It is similarly a very large map that we have to cross, grab the vehicle, and then vamoose. But this time we're going to go straight into danger and blitz across the map with our Scarab.
Let's make this happen.
We're not sure what the vehicle will be. I would love to see another armadillo, but we will take what we can get. We're currently constructing a stealth kit for this Scarab. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. The armadillo. Oh, looks like we've got an aspider. Or an aspider. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it looks like an aspider. It's interesting. It's more of a support vehicle, this one. But you can rig it to be extremely powerful for capturing Pandorans. It has a paralyzing weapon. And I used it in the vanilla campaign to capture a Scylla. Really, really big Pandoran. We haven't seen one yet. And hopefully we don't see one for a little while. More raiders entering the fray. Double frag grenade, doing significant damage to our rocket launcher, but we shouldn't really need it this battle. The sniper getting through the armor plate. Well, let's continue on our merry way. We could blow up their boss. But I think it's best just to be fast about this. We could pick that up. I'm pretty sure it can repair vehicles, although you never ever get the chance to do it outside of these sort of missions where you get 2 vehicles. Yeah, we could repair it. But we won't do it now. We want to select it, turn it around, face the armor to the threat. We can also use it to paralyze enemies. Although the tech arms aren't as powerful as the special weapon you get for paralyzing. You get 2 attacks that do 12 paralyzing damage. It's enough for a human. Let's do it. Let's test it on this guy. Let's zappy zappy. Ouch. Better than the other fate, being blown up by Scarab rockets.
Here we go. My turn. Fire! Eat light, sucker! Cut lots more just like that.
Glancing blow, I think. Didn't do much damage. Overall, we took a fair amount. We need to get out of here. Lucky for the raiders, we're not going to fight them today. We might need to offer some support for the spider, though. It's not as fast as our Scarab. I don't think I'll dismount. That would be a silly idea.
Here comes.
Ooh. We need to get off the map. We can't take too many more hits like that. blast our way through this building. And hopefully it will offer some cover as well. The spider will take most of the attacks next round, I think.
Let's get moving. I want you gone.
Tiny damage.
Action! Opening fire!
The guy with the big cannon missing. And the spider's taken hardly any damage. It's an odd shape to shoot at. I have killed a few of them in vanilla. The vehicles are really easy to fight though. You can just shoot their weapon out and then they're toothless. Can't say the same for the Disciples of Anu quote-unquote vehicle, which is a giant beast. Ooh, that second rocket going out of bounds and not doing any damage. Spider is very lucky. Just looking around the map for whatever reason, making sure there are no crates to collect. Let's try and repair our scarab. While we have a spare turn. We'll try and take their boss out. We might get another turn of repairs. If we take too much damage, we'll just run. The more we repair, the less time the scarab will have in the hangar getting maintenance. That's one of the limiting features of using vehicles in all your squads, is that when they do take a lot of damage, they are forced to go to the hangar. But we're starting to amass a few vehicles now, so we could just rotate them in and out. The spider couldn't quite reach the scarab to repair it, so we'll just leave. It's becoming a big theme that we are having a lot of very successful missions. Let's deploy it to Phoenix Forward Command. So we have an armadillo and a spider there now. The armadillo will be picked up by our new team aboard a manticore. Aurora has their passenger module attached. Now we just need to put a couple of troops in there and then head over to Forward Command, load up the armadillo. Our operatives have encountered a new Jericho science expedition. The expedition has discovered a unique mutation of Pilobolus crystallinus in an abandoned commune's composting facility. The individual fungi are almost 20 times as large as the unmutated variety. When expelling spores, they do so with enough force to penetrate armor. What should we do? Let's study them first. We get 100 research towards one of our techs. They disapprove of allowing the fungi to exist, but they accede to our demands. After this stint of exploration, QRF-11 is heading back to base to offload the passengers and the module, and she will become an interceptor, as we are about to finish building our new anti-aircraft railguns. So we will have 2 interceptors up and running next time the behemoth rears its ugly head. It is currently making its way back to the ocean now, so we have some time. We might be able to have some more interceptors out. More and more of our operatives are reporting distressing nightmares, and some appear to be experiencing symptoms similar to night terrors. This is consistent with reports from havens around the world. The center cannot hold. The oneric delirium grows stronger. Our operatives can now be afflicted with delirium status up to half of their willpower, and all of Phoenix soldiers have lost 10 stamina. We're receiving reports of psychoparanormal phenomena occurring in areas where no mist is present. A likely explanation is that another manifestation of the mass psychogenic illness, or mass hysteria, is somehow connected to oneric delirium. So, touched by the void can appear anywhere, and Umbra can attack anyone. Formerly, it was only in mist areas. That is a void omen. So that tells me that the bases are starting to be developed around the world, and we just haven't found them. We have one active structure to defeat, and as we enter the first days of February, we have mutations. We now have the Chiron Fuji, which can launch fireworms. We have a new type of flyer called the Berith, which is twice as strong, more weapons, and we need to be ready for that thing. Then we have the Acheron Prime, which has stronger acid and stronger mist attacks, as well as increased Umbra sightings. It's able to spread delirium through other Pandorans. So it has co-delirium. So any melee damage that we take, it can also leap. Any melee damage we take will cause delirium. And we can now take twice as much. Chiron Autopsy. Chirons are a newly discovered mutation without any previous precedent. We speculate that they originate from a more advanced structure than those used to gestate Arthrons or Tritons. They fulfill a support role, attacking from great distances, although some mutations have close range capabilities. The head is poorly armored. Target that for maximum damage. Right, the heavy cannon development. Give us the Hell 2 cannon, which I found to be very situational but very powerful. So we will build one of those, and the Agile Grenade Launcher I plan to make basically a staple of one of my teams, the infantry team. The Agile Grenade Launcher is very good on assault troopers who can quick aim and reload for free. We can also work towards a treatment for oneric delirium, but we must capture that mist-emitting Pandoran, which we are yet to do. I will have to set up a team specifically for capturing a Pandoran. We were going to do that mission out in the Nullarbor, but we got distracted, and we are now sending the battle barge off to do another mission at Symes Retreat. We have yet another vehicle mission. We are finding a lot of vehicles, which I'm not complaining about. But QRF will not be doing that mission by themselves. They will finish their exploration run, and then they need to head back to base to drop off their passenger module. The troop transport, as I said, is heading up to Japan to do the Symes mission, Symes Retreat. And I'm thinking of giving the passenger module to my balloon so that it can carry 12 infantry or 9 plus a vehicle. Alright, we have a stealth scarab. So change up the colour to give our scarab some character. This is the fire support scarab. It will be brightly coloured to show just how dangerous it is. Give it an armor pattern, but it doesn't stand out too much. We'll name them so we don't lose them. The stealth scarab. And the fire support scarab. Very nice. 2 totally different vehicles with totally different roles now. I'm excited to see how effective the stealth is. If it's anything like the Infiltrator, we might be able to get through whole maps undetected. I've been meaning to send QRF back, but they've just got that one more point of interest bug. One of the Anu soldiers at Shurup Pack is asking to join the Phoenix Project. He's been an admirer of our organization ever since hearing about it when he was a child, and now that it's more than just a legend, He wants to do his best to contribute to our cause. I've been training ever since I heard about the Phoenix Project. We let him aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's have a look. What do we get? Oh, we got a full mutant. Like, are you sure you wanted to join the Phoenix Project? Or are you just like, man, you made some real commitment to Anu. Okay. We can make some use of this. He can breathe the mist. That's an interesting... That must be the faction trait. He can shoot the handgun for free. He can chop you up for free if you're within 5 tiles. That's pretty cool. Adrenaline Rush is really good. You used to pair that with the Assault Trooper for the super cheap actions. So you'd shoot for 1 action and get 2 back with rapid clearance, that's it. Troop shuttle is about to arrive at the former director's retreat. Our operatives have arrived, where we may be able to find additional information to help us uncover exactly where Symes went and what he was studying. He disappeared, and that's why I was activated to run this gig. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, considering that we were completely collapsed beforehand. But I digress. We don't have enough ammo for the Redemptor, so it'll have to stay back. It is an excellent shotgun, but highly expensive to run. We don't have the income yet to field it all the time. Kill Shot, one of our great snipers. Her name is Irina, but she now has new armor and a new name. Loba should bring her grenade packets, as many as she can carry. Juan Pablo is just your standard assault trooper. Nothing really stands out about him yet. We're so confident we just take our time cruising to battle. Symes retreat. We start right in the center, surrounded by Pandorans. We have a full stack of infantry. It's the only time we run a full team of infantry is when we've got our battle barge of a blimp. All other teams are specialists. With a fancy little vehicle to carry them around. So far, that tactic is paying off. We haven't sustained any infantry losses, and we also haven't sustained any vehicle losses.
Sure thing.
But I will say you certainly feel like you've got more actions, or way more actions, when you run a full team of infantry. And when they get to a certain power level, I'm sure they will eclipse the vehicle. But I think the vehicle tactics will keep us strong into the mid game. Might give us a bit of a heads up.
What a kill!
And once they've sort of reached the end of their lifespan, we can cycle them out to be base garrison defenses.
Like the wind.
Well, let's find these journal that we have to find. Yeah, we have to find the journal. Check all the rooms. I believe it's on the top floor.
Here I am. Let's do this.
No other Pandorans sighted yet. Let's get Doomgale up onto the very top of the building.
Advancing.
We'll get the old goose up onto the roof.
Here they are.
Our infiltrator has spotted enemies. Another mind fragger. Let's see if we can hit it.
Yeah. Insides.
We'll shoot at the Triton now.
Sure
Come on, work on it.
Come on.
Easy enough.
Just a waste of ammunition, that one. But at least we get an extra turn to deal with that mind fragger. If there's anything happening, we can't see it. Oh, the double Overwatch shot. I think that was from Kill Shot. Living up to her name. Brute's made it inside and up the stairs. We could reposition her. Try and paralyze this Pandora. We need to start capturing them. Once we capture them and vivisect them, we will do extra damage to those species. I'm not sure if it unlocks any other technology. I can't remember. Oh, missed that. Missing shots doesn't make me sad in this game like it makes me sad in
Let's have a
XCOM.
look.
If I miss, I feel like it's my fault, because I'm either rushing or didn't quite place it the way I wanted it.
Switching.
Receiving.
Alright, Juan Pablo Roy. When are you going to start making a name for yourself? We have such a team of potential superheroes here. Juan Pablo hasn't done anything wrong. He just hasn't stood out. Flying under the radar.
Problem solved.
Scoring himself a nice kill there. He must have heard me complaining over the mic. It's a fairly low pressure mission, so let's take the opportunity here to try and capture some species.
Just by this much.
We'll get it next turn. We still have this brute here on the stairwell to deal
I'll
with.
be right there.
Teflon sliding in there with the Anu shotgun.
Is that really the best they can do?
Eviscerating that Pandoran. Doomgal,
Moving out.
come and support the sniper.
I see them.
We've got a second mindfragger here. That was a good call. Let's put up an Overwatch to try and assist our sniper from not getting face cuddled. It'd be super funny if that thing just walks around the cone and still gets her. Wait till it opens its mouth, then take a shot. Now it's not a threat at all. We're done for this turn. Let's see what they throw at us next turn. More Mindfragger. Oh, Juan Pablo. He has been face cuddled. Not a good feeling. Take this Triton. And get it away from me. It has a paralyzing pistol and the tentacles. So we could use it to help us capture some Pandorans. I'm not a huge expert on mind-controlled creatures and their abilities. So let's figure out how we can use this guy effectively. 3 shots with the pistol? Oh, he's run out of ammo because he used some on us. Can't reload, so he's going to have to use his calamari arms next turn.
Moving to position.
Teflon, my friend. Maybe jump down here just to ensure that this Pandoran does its job next turn.
I'm ready.
Team's fairly
Some
scattered
move.
out. No serious threats. Let's reposition Doomgal. Loba will have to stay by herself for a little while.
Let's go.
Teflon's going to provide security for this capture next turn. Let's take its shooty arm off.
Ready to go to work. I'm going
Infiltrator's got free reign. Maybe we can get a free shot on this Triton to stun him. No luck on the stun. I have a bad feeling he's going to shoot someone with that terribly powerful shotgun he's holding. Doomgal with a return fire. That's proven to be highly effective in the last few missions that she's attended to. Calamari Arms didn't get to do his job. It's just mind fraggers. Yeah, we could get away with capturing this mind fragger. But then we could just shoot it an extra time to make sure it stays paralyzed. It's no fun.
Making haste.
I really wanted to grab him with the creepy arms.
Ready, willing, and able.
Do you think this is the last of them? I do.
I'll be right there.
I also has to get up into the roof and grab the journal. I finally exited the battlefield. Kill shot taking out the mind fragger from a distance. But there are no sign of bad guys, so maybe we've done it. Let's use the tentacle arms anyway, just for fun. It's not really a lot. It's only 4 points times 2.
I'm prepared.
Someone has to get up there and grab that. Let's get on it. Doomgal on the case. And we still have to secure the place. There are still living Pandorans around. Or does my mind-controlled one count as an enemy? Wait, he's not mind-controlled anymore. Oh no! She ran out of will points, and the mind control ended. Well, that's no fun. Now we have to go over here and shoot him.
Acquiring target.
Just delaying the inevitable.
Nice.
So we are definitely going to serve him up as calamari. Oh no, we're out of the rounds. Oh, we have reload. That's good.
Switching ammo.
One more shot. Yay! Calamari for dinner.
As the world fell apart around us, it was difficult not to feel guilty. Some chose to be proactive and fight, but not me. I came here instead. My best weapon is my mind, and I need silence to put it to work. The history of the Phoenix Project is a complex tapestry. In Russia, Turkey, Britain, Spain, not one unbroken lineage, but a tangle of organizations, each passing the torch to the next with only one goal: to protect the human race. But protect it from what? Did they know about the Pandora virus? And if so, how? The answers are out there. So much has been investigated and collected and analyzed, but it's all scattered, lost. I don't know if it's possible to track it all down, but I have to try. There's only one thing I'm sure of. I can't stay here anymore.
Our operatives have retrieved a big batch of documents from Syme's retreat. These should allow us to better understand what he was up to. We have identified 3 key sites that Syme singled out as particularly relevant to his research into the history of the Phoenix Project and previous outbreaks of unusual diseases. It is imperative that we send our operatives to investigate these sites as soon as the strategic situation allows. Symes fought for redemption. He sought to redeem the Phoenix Project, his family, name, and himself. A tragic figure writ large. But his story is not our story, and it doesn't have to be. So there is another way to win this war. We just don't know what it is. We caught our calamari and a mind fragger, so we can cut them open and have a look at how they work while they're alive. Yeah, he's a creepy looking bugger. I wouldn't want a cuddle from him. Then the mind fragger. Similarly repulsive, a parasitic Pandoran species capable of assuming control of a person. Combat observations have shown that the creature is able to leap great distances to achieve its goal. So we're going to add the Mind Fragger and the Triton to the chopping block to see how they work and increase our damage against such foes. We also have the heavy cannon development that I didn't do. We still need to capture an Acheron and a Mist Emitter. For my air combat plans to work, we really need the armor plating for our Helios, but they are very expensive, so I may wait a little bit until all of our production orders are complete before I spend that money. We also need more of these, so I may build more neural pistols to help us achieve the goal of capturing an emitter if we have more teams with the capability to capture. Our new Manticore is ready to rumble. We're renaming it the Nest Busters. These guys will be the ones we call when there's something strange in the local neighborhood. The battle balloon needs to return to base because it doesn't have the ability to recharge their stamina, so we're out of action for a little while. Time to trade away some of this excess food for more usable materials. The quick reaction Helios is heading back to base, and ironically they'll get there the same time as the balloon. So they're going to swap their passenger module over to the balloon, and then it will become a fully fledged interceptor. It'll be able to carry one person, but that will only just be for exploration or to shore up some defenses with another dropship. The training regime's not quite fast enough for my liking, so we're going to add one final training facility to Phoenix, Australia. One short hop across to the Indian subcontinent and they'll be on their way home. The Cmdr haven of 40 McFortface is in uproar over a book. Nature's Dominion is a new philosophical novel by Yevgenia Lui, which depicts humanity's struggle against hierarchies, concluding with the idea that nature itself is the ultimate hierarchy that must be defeated to guarantee humankind's freedom. Some critics accuse the book of being highly inflammatory. In a democratic society such as Cmdr, such debates can have a real effect on future policy, especially in the current situation. Is the ultimate goal harmony with nature or liberation from nature? The answer to this question determines not only what Cmdr should do about the Pandora virus, but also what should be done if humanity ever finds itself in control of this planet again. For now, of course, it's just a discussion about a book, but the citizens of 40 McFortface are curious. Where does the Phoenix Project stand? Liberation from nature. Glorifying nature has always been reactionary. The civilization the Phoenix Project was founded to defend is precisely the opposite of nature. Human beings breaking the natural patterns of conflict and competition, choosing to think for themselves and to cooperate, to transform and to build. Recognizing the essential brutality and stupidity of the natural world, civilization is the project of setting out to create something better for all. We've equipped our newly built stealth scarab and sent it back to one of our already existing vehicle places. We're going to try and recover a vehicle with a stealthy scarab and see how much of a difference it makes when they can't see you to shoot at you. It seems we have one of the more simple maps where the vehicle is fed to you at the start and you just have to run for your life. Pretty low pressure mission against the scavengers. They really don't pose a threat to us. A quick Google search told me that Aspida means shield in Greek, which is an appropriate name for a vehicle that is based around support functionality. Let's set up some fire position here. Have a look at how many bad guys we're dealing with before we make the run. I might try and draw the scavengers down because the scarab is stealthed, and I have a feeling that the new vehicle will draw all the fire. We have quite a few scavengers on the map. So let's draw them down here to fight our heavy troops.
I can make a difference.
And then we will run the spider away. Followed up by the stealth scarab once it's loaded everyone aboard. See how that plays out. I'm trying to experiment with different tactics in these low pressure missions so that when it gets really difficult, we know what to do and we can just get the hell out. Take every opportunity for training. Junkrat. Has the New Jericho assault rifle. Got the bandit assault rifle. Got a bloody axe. Nothing heavy. But we still want to fight some scavengers anyway. Repo's going to activate the new vehicle. We'll draw them down here and then we'll run the spider up the side of the map on the right hand side. The stealth scarab still has its weaponry. Alright, I think we're ready to rumble. Alright, those green squares are just telling me that I can heal people with the spider, but we're not going to do that. It's going to take about 3 turns to make it, and hopefully we don't get blocked by any scavengers. So that's why I want all the fighting to happen on the left side of the map. Let's take this guy down. No, that'd be too cruel. I'd like to get more than one. This person has the most damaging weapon against vehicles. I can't see any heavy soldiers, but we can't get a good line of sight with the rocket. Let's just wait. They don't know that my troops are there, I think. Light damage to one of the propulsion units. Here comes the boss leading the charge. In the last episode, I think it was the last episode, we stole one of these, and it was very resistant to gunfire.
Standing by.
Just because they couldn't hit it, and when they did hit it, it did very little damage. Two hits with the autocannon, but it doesn't have the greatest damage.
Comms online.
Comms online.
It quickly becomes a weapon you shouldn't use, except for clubbing people to death. Let's put the Scarab in the shed and get ready to embark next turn.
Comms online.
We can make it to board the Scarab this turn. They do have a pretty good map-wide buff with this leader alive. Turn around. Because Repo is still hiding behind the shed as well. He needs to make it to the vehicle. Try and take out the leader, and then we'll bail. We've disarmed him and dazed him. If Repo finishes him, that will morale shock the others. Oh, terrible accuracy. We'll have to go again.
Taking aim.
That's better. We will hide, ready to mount up next turn. Does seem like an awful waste not to use the rocket launcher. I just don't want to blow up my friends. The scatter is quite large. Without that stability unit. Just wasting time, really. Let's run the spider away. We're done. They're like, what happened to our boss? He's dead. They're forming up to attack the shed next turn, and we're not going to be there.
I want you gone.
Confounding the enemy. And they're in a perfect place for a rocket barrage. As tempting as that is, we should stick to the plan.
I'm here.
Ready for action.
Like, the Scarab is a massive target and they always shoot at it. So it being invisible is breaking the meta. Let's go. Let's make sure this guy doesn't block the path. Give him a hug. This guy has just a Phoenix pistol with only 2 ammo left and an axe, so if we move away, he may not do much damage. And the stealthy Scarab is going to run. Pretty sure if the vehicle touches that ring, it will expose us.
My turn.
I'm interested to see what the guys at the shed are going to do. Will they act on their old information, or will they just charge towards the spider? Yeah, they'll charge. But our little plan worked. We drew them away. Enough time to get through unscathed. That is way better than fighting them all. Spending that precious resources on ammunition. Yep, so that's confirmed. As soon as you're in the ring, you get revealed. But we can vanish. But if you move, you are revealed again. So I do wonder if you could use hide to hide through a turn, but don't move, like right in front of them. Well, we might have to test that as well. And we can also rapidly deploy our troops with the module on the front.
Aim and...
Yeah, so this Scarab's going to be really good for fast insertions. Get in there, undetected, rapidly deploy the troops, offer some light fire support with the rocket launcher. That's a nice little combination. I'm excited to do my next resource mission, and I think the Stealth Scarab would be really good on a base infestation mission too. So the Terror from the Void mod is really added some utility to the vehicles. Like, I found them really useful in vanilla. That is our second Aspida. We'll send it off to Phoenix Forward Command until we decide what we're going to do with it. We have 2 of them now, and we also have an armadillo there waiting collection from the new Manticore team. QRF is heading back to drop off the troops and the passenger module. And I think I'm going to put it in the balloon just for lols. Alright, keep exploring. We've really opened up Africa now. We have some guys we can rescue, but we do need more space in the living quarters. Salvage and Recovery have discovered an old factory that seems to have been temporarily used as a headquarters of a military recon unit. We've found 3 scavenging points and an independent haven. They offer unique missions. And I think they're different in every playthrough. So we've found 2 of those independent havens now. We just haven't stopped by them yet. I don't need any extra quests on the sideboard there just at the moment. We've just found an abandoned Phoenix project site. It's not a base, but an archive of old blueprints and other planning material, compiled haphazardly in 2011 when an older facility was demolished. There are various useful resources here, but the most interesting find is also the least useful. The official Phoenix Project Investment and Development Plan from 1970, setting out Newton Summerall's and Irina Semenova's ambitious plan for the 1970s, exploring the far side of the moon. Living quarters for Phoenix R&D, living quarters for Forward Operating Base Med.
Research complete.
The Agile Grenade Launcher. I really like the lightweight grenade launcher. It gives your grenadiers some extra range and makes your assault really potent against low-level Arthrons and things like that. If you build a team around the Agile Grenade Launchers, your assaults can deal some real damage. So I think the Nest Busters are going to rock grenade launchers to synergize with the grenade launcher that we have on the Armadillo. We are almost at maximum troop capacity in the short term. We can rescue some more soldiers. We've got more living space coming. We're going to take ourselves a Berserker. This one is a Daredevil, does extra damage. Or should we take the Sniper? Yeah, we'll take the Berserker. I haven't really used them yet. It's time to build ourselves some New Jericho heavy armor. This really has a great armor total, and with Hunkered Down it would give your soldiers 50 armor points, which is quite significant. The Salvage and Recovery has entered a weather anomaly. On the otherwise clear day, a tornado has appeared to consist of some kind of greenish gas raging across the countryside. Such anomalous phenomena are the results of the planet's gradual change into an alien environment and would be worth studying, but there is a risk to the aircraft. It was a rough ride for the operatives, but the data they've collected is invaluable. Our planet is changing and we need to know how. Our under-equipped Quick Reaction Force didn't see much action. They did a fair amount of exploring. We've got Nightcat, Rocketman, and Warbird, and they are going to form up the Nest Busters. I think these 3 will work really well. 3 assaults with the Armadillo. The Helios will now make up Interceptors only, renaming this one Interceptor 1-2. We're going to fit up the new rail cannon, take off the passenger module, and we need to build some armor for both of them, but it's going to cost me 900 material. To get that armor, we're going to need to go on more raids. It's time to formally christen this one the Battle Barge. We can now carry 12 troops. We're going to fit the brand new Spider and 1 extra soldier to fill out the Battle Barge, and then we're going to send them on their plot missions. There are 2 marketplace upgrades that we really need, the gas tanks, which lower the amount of seats in the Armadillo by 1, but that's okay because our team consists of 3 people. And then we're going to fit the Purgatory grenade launcher, which lets us fire incendiary grenades, and fire is the way. It's really powerful. Really, really powerful. And that should make that small team able to really dish out the damage. That's all we have time for in this transmission, but next video we're going to send the Stealth Scarab out on a resource run to see how effective it can be against the Pandorans, fully stealthed, in and out type of mission, and that resource run will then fund the final upgrades to the Armadillo that will see the Nest Busters be the ones that get the call when the Pandorans have set up a base. My name is Commander Tyrael, this is Phoenix Point Terror from the Void mod. Make sure you subscribed, and we'll see you in the next episode.